Good evening and morning, ladies and gentlemen of the world. Okay. Let's get into this video. You know you're having a day when you bump the side of your knee against the sharp wooden edges of your bed every time you walk past it. And as you walk out of your room, you bump the other knee. So now you have two massive bruises on both of your knees. And that is when you realize you are not having today. Today is having you on a plate with a side of fries and mayonnaise, baby. It's weird how an existential crisis can just creep up on you. Bumping my knees was all it took to take me straight down the rabbit hole. And the next thing I know, I was listening to Radiohead's song No Surprise, and I was crying. Being in your 20s is weird. The one moment you think you know what you're doing, getting the hang of things, and the next, you're questioning your life decisions. And something is telling me that it might not really change at a certain age. Maybe once you're 50 and you realize that you've been too caught up stressing about what you're doing that you didn't even enjoy what you did do all those years when you were stressing about what you are going to do, you know? You really have to know what you want in life. If you're someone that always puts someone else's needs before your own, you need to listen up. You need to decide what you want. Really listen to yourself. Take your time and listen to that little voice in your head, that feeling, that little man, that little woman, I don't know what, on your shoulder. And regardless of what the other person or alien or party, I don't know, might want from you, ask yourself this: what do you want? And trust me, you know the answer. Or maybe you don't, but likely you know the answer. But the difficult part sometimes is admitting it to yourself. Maybe you feel guilty or ashamed about that feeling. Or maybe it's hard to communicate those needs to someone else. Maybe it means fucking up again and looking like an idiot, walking away or letting go. And fuck, that is difficult. Really, really difficult. Because letting go happens in pieces, even if it got ripped out of your life. If there was no closure, you know. It's like a heap of sand getting slowly blown apart by a slight breeze in the air. It really takes time. It might take a lifetime, and I'm sorry if it does. It really sucks that life just goes on while your life feels like it just stopped and nobody's waiting for you to catch up. It just goes on like nothing happened. Something that I also had to realize is that nobody is coming to save you. Are you waiting for someone to save you because you are lonely? Is someone just magically going to fix all of your problems and insecurities? Well, not from my experience. If you found someone like that, keep them, because that's some Easter egg or some shit. Even though, if you do have someone like that, you're still gonna have those insecurities, right? That person isn't necessarily going to fix it. But if you really do need someone to help you, you should talk about it, because nobody is coming. But then again, who is to say that you actually have someone to talk to or someone that actually listens to you? Because everyone is so caught up with their own things. And that's normal. Other than that, people usually don't know how to handle others' sadness or grief or anger, which is weird because it's something we all experience. Never let someone make you feel guilty for feeling your emotions, for crying, for being angry. That's a feeling, you can't push it away. You need to go through it. It's all about how you go through those emotions. And I know it's probably obvious, but You can kind of go through it by like, maybe it's drawing for you, or maybe it's music, or maybe it's playing games, taking a shower, or even smashing things. It's okay to smash things, okay? You can smash things, or you can even go punch something, I don't know. But it needs to be in a safe and in controlled environment, please, please, people. You can't go like smashing your grandpa's remains on like the wall, or like egging someone's car. Yeah, that's not appropriate. But yeah, you can still smash things. Okay, not that I did it. Okay. Anyway, let's go on. I'm not even going to start with the impending doom of loneliness that comes in tidal waves. Sometimes tsunami waves, if you're having it with your side of existential panic. Loneliness fucking sucks. But sometimes it doesn't. Being lonely gives you this opportunity to truly discover yourself. I know it sounds like some kind of Buddha shit, but you have to ask yourself this question. Who are you when you are alone? You need to be your own friend first. But yeah, loneliness is like a shadow that follows you around, and we've just got to learn how to live with it. Anyway, my apologies if I got a bit dark there. You guys don't have to agree with anything I just said, because our opinions are shaped by our own experiences and blah 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 blah. But it's nice staying open to hearing different views and stuff. But despite all that, I hope everyone has been grabbing life's ass lately. So let's get to what this video is actually about. I'm painting another cat, and I probably clickbaited this video because I didn't know what else to name it. This cat's name is Minky. She's a Siamese cat. I know this is probably getting old by now, but people keep asking me to paint their cats or their pets, So here is another one. But yeah, this might be actually the last one. Time-lapse one now of a cat. These cats that I have been painting is all going to the same people. I don't know if you can see from the other videos, but they all go together. There's nothing wrong with constantly painting one type of thing. It's like drawing eyes or hands in the corners of a paper. And the more you practice and paint whatever you want to get better at, the better you get at it. But that's quite obvious, isn't it? It takes time, but you just need to try and stay patient, which is actually the difficult part in anything. Staying patient, zen, calm, channeling that inner peace. I forgot some of my art supplies at Res. So yeah, I got everything set up just to not have a pencil. And it was so frustrating. So yeah, that is actually, I was showing the pencil at the start of the video, but like, I've talked so much now. Anyway. And as you did see, after I finally drew the outlines, I didn't know if I wanted to stain the canvas, so I just started drawing, which is not the way you are supposed to do it. You stain the canvas first, then you draw, but I ended up doing it the wrong way around because I was lazy. I know some artists use a fancy sauce to stain a canvas, but let me give you a little low-key secret. You can stain a canvas by just diluting a bit of paint with water, as you can see, as you did see. I always try to stick to either blue or that caramel kind of color. I just choose blue because I like blue. But yeah, that caramel color, I can't even pronounce that. I know some people are gonna be angry at me for calling it caramel, but the fancy word is ochre or org. Is it org or ochre? I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, org, it's gonna be org for now, is a useful color in art. Well, from my amateur opinion. It's very muted down, so you can always use that as a base when starting a painting, unless you are a charcoal or a pencil person, then it's a bit different, obviously. On another note, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be keeping up with these time lapses. I'm getting quite bored making them, and my phone can't handle doing other types of recordings. So My studies are also quite intense. Healthcare is no joke, guys. Hence, there is no schedule, there's no balance, just imbalance. So I haven't been getting to everything lately. I have no idea what I want to do with this channel further, so you guys are just going to have to wait. It also feels weird just doing realism the whole time, and robots learned how to do art. So now everything art related feels useless, because the computer can always do it better and faster. Who knows, we might end up like the monkeys. Shame. We just have to remind ourselves, even though computers can do it better, we are doing it because it's our hobby. It's like those chess robots. Yeah, they play chess way better than humans, but that didn't stop humans from playing chess, you know? Anyway, guys, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. By the way, I really struggled doing the left eye of this cat, so I just ended up stopping the recording because it took unnecessarily long to do it. So enjoy what is left of this. Yeah.